Hello, this is Angelia, and you have not heard from me for over a month, about 5 weeks to be exact, because my husband had surgery. He had lung surgery, which, as you can imagine, is pretty serious. So I've taken time off to take care of him, and he's up and back to work now, so I get my time back to teach. But it was really good. We had a nice romantic vacation together before he had his surgery. And because we had been warned that there were serious dangers to having, a lung surgery. They collapse your lung, number one. And he'd already had a heart attack and has lung disease. So it was kind of risky for them to go ahead and go in. The good news is there was no cancer in his lung. It was granuloma, but it was the size of a golf ball. So he was coughing a lot and having a lot of problems breathing when he exercised and things. So they said, with that weight, it might collapse your lungs someday anyway. So they decided it's best to just take it out. So thank you all who prayed for him. He's made it through and he's back to work, and so that's great. He's doing easy work now. He's on light duty. So, that's a change for him. He's used to working hard. As you noticed, I'm in a different place right now. It's a different spot in my office / dining / library. The back wall over here with the fireplace was the pretty wall. I remember someone said a nice backdrop. Well, it wasn't a nice backdrop, but after sitting here at this camera today and looking at the view you got from here, sitting at my desk, I wish I had a backdrop. Because now you're looking at, my bill folder over here, part of the kitchen, with the kitchen wall that never got finished. My son started that, but he never finished that. And my notepads here, and, my stack of books over here in the library seat area. Because I got so many books, they won't all fit on the shelves. They're stacked up in the chair and on the floor. And my husband's winter jacket's here on this, and you can see the arm of one of my chairs here sitting in front of the buffet. So not the best view, but I think like a lot of people have that. They have like one pretty wall in a room, and then the rest is all just But yeah. So now you get to see I got a real house. I'm a real person. Got a real house, and it's a cluttered, organized piles is what my kids say. I have organized piles. But anyway, I'm back. And thank you again, for praying for my husband, because his surgery came out well. He's bounced back, and that's good. In the meantime, an elder member of my family is having some health problems, and he has AFib, and they think that that's what it's related to. So he's fallen a couple times, and I'm going to be helping him out a little bit more. So that's going to take a little time on some days too. So you might not see me as much, but I will still be here when I can be here to teach, because that's what I like to do. It's what I've been doing since I was younger, and I enjoy teaching. I really did. It's better in the classroom when your students can ask questions, and you don't have trolls that are being jerks to you online. Of course, every now and then in class there was a person who was like that in person, but I digress. So anyway, I'm here with today's Bible reading, and today's Bible reading is God leads the people. Now, when Pharaoh had let the people go, God did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines, even though it was near. For God said, the people might change their minds when they see war, and return to Egypt, because God already knows how people are. Hence God led the people around by the way of the wilderness to the Red Sea. And the sons of Israel went up in martial array from the land of Egypt. Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had made the sons of Israel solemnly swear, saying, God will surely take care of you, and you shall carry my bones from here with you. You might remember that. Then they set out from Succoth and camped in Etham on the edge of the wilderness. The Lord was going before them in a pillar of cloud by day to lead them on the way, and in a pillar of fire by night to give them light, that they might travel by day and by night. He did not take away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. So, he was leading his people to the promised land. Let's see what our biblical scholars have to say about this. By the way of the land of the Philistines, travelers going east and northeast out of Egypt had two good options: the way of the sea or the way of Shur. The first route, the most direct and shortest, was dotted with Egyptian fortresses which monitored arrivals and departures to and from Egypt. A little further north, Philistine territory also presented a military threat. The lack of battle readiness on Israel's part deleted the first option, and God chose the second option. In any case, God had told Moses to lead the people to Horeb, or Sinai, the mountain of God. And they talked about that in verse 3:1. And not to take them immediately into Canaan. They talked about that in 3:12. The Red Sea, an alternative designation, quite in accord with the Hebrew term, would be Sea of Reeds, or perhaps of papyrus marshes. The difficulty of precisely locating other names associated with the crossing of the Red Sea has occasioned much debate on the location of the crossing. Four views have generally emerged. It was located in the northeastern region of the Delta, but this would have been in effect the way of the sea and would not have been 3 days' journey from Marah. In the northern end of the Gulf of Suez, but this rules out entry into the wilderness of Shur. In the vicinity of Lake Timsah, or the southern extension of present-day Lake Menzala, but probably more than 3 days from Marah. And in the Bitter Lakes region, satisfying in terms, the geography, and time, all objections to the other options. So, more than likely, the Bitter Lakes region. Again, we weren't there. We don't know for sure, but they're saying that matches up with the time it would have taken and the areas. The bones of Joseph, in fulfillment of their solemn word, duty, and responsibility, in Genesis 50:24 through 26, the Israelites took Joseph's coffin with them. Some 360 years earlier, he had foreseen the day when God would bring about the Exodus, and his instructions about his bones being carried to the Promised Land indicated just how certain he was of Israel's departure for Canaan. And that was in Genesis 50 through 24 through 36. After the years of wilderness wilderness wanderings, Joseph's remains reached to their final destination in Shechem. Etham on the edge of the wilderness. The Hebrew name of this place may be translated of the Egyptian word ketem, meaning stretched from the Mediterranean Sea to the Gulf of Suez. Even the site remains unknown, so that pinpointing it is not possible. It was surely a place bordering on the desert area to the east of Egypt. A pillar of cloud, a pillar of fire. This was the means by which God led the people. It was a single column, being cloud by day and fire by night, and was associated with the angel of God, or the angel of God's presence. It was the pillar from which the Lord also spoke to Moses. So, that is the story of God leading the people out of Egypt. Amen. Please like and share this Bible reading so that we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. The link to that is in my posts. Some people just watch videos, they never look at your posts, they don't go to your thing, but that's where it's at if you want to go. Thanks for watching. Until next time.